we get drunk. We're just having fun. We don't care who sees. So I'm supposed to be living young, wild, and free. There it is. Audio check. I don't think that sounded good. Audio check. Good enough. Okay. Awesome. What game are you? You are game 3, I think? No, you're game 4. I can move you up though. I could put you. What seems more exciting? I'll put you second because you're facing the Hornets, so Jazz at Clippers could be moved down 1. Here, let me do this in I sleep. I'll move you to second. Uh, let's see. Schedule. So, wait, how the fuck do I cancel? Cancel that. Alright, I'll move next second because you're facing the Hornets, and the Hornets are not exciting basketball. Sorry, Bacon. Should have picked a better team. It was Jazz at Clippers. Bucks at Magic. That works, I guess. Alright, we'll do that one. Alright, first matchup of the day. Timberwolves versus Detroit. Give you guys plenty of time to adjust your lineups. We're back at it. Minnesota currently 1-1. Detroit undefeated here. Back in Detroit, Little Caesars Arena. You know they have a bar courtside in this arena. Makes me want to visit this arena. 2 Bozo franchise. All right, line B. We have 3 undefeated teams so far remaining, and 2 of them will face against each other tonight. That's our premier game, where the Golden State Warriors will visit into town for the Oklahoma City Thunder. But right now, Minnesota at Detroit. Detroit undefeated as well. Minnesota 1-1. John Morant, Cade Cunningham, Barnes, Banchero, Jokic, Young, Mitchell, Tatum, Mobley, Turner. Slight adjustment for the Detroit Pistons as Detroit have gotten into a very hot start. Does Premier mean last game? Yes, Premier is the last game. That's our must-see TV game. As tip-off happening here in Detroit. Nikola Jokic wins that. Camera angle needs to be fixed. There we go. John Morant will check in the ball for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves won last time out against the Charlotte Hornets. Nikola Jokic drives. Nikola Jokic pull-up off. Gets bodied on the floor. Tatum to Young. Young will try to find the open man, guarded by Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes, 6'8", I believe, tall forward. Young getting the double screen set as Young passes to Mobley. Mobley dunks it down, and the Detroit Pistons are on the board for 2. Cade Cunningham now bringing up the basketball for Minnesota Timberwolves. I have a large Dr. Pepper. This drink does not get me through this whole game. I'm going to be pretty pissed. John Morant will pull up over Young, does not get that to fall. Turner rebound. So Detroit have moved Evan Mobley back to the 4. Tatum now with the ball. Jason Tatum will be receiving the screen off Turner. Tatum step back 3. Can he knock it down? No, he can't. Banchero rebound. Banchero will drive towards the basket. Will find Cade Cunningham on the wing. Cade Cunningham now will get the screen from Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic not receiving much of the basketball here, as Cade Cunningham will take a tough mid-range and will knock it down. We're tied here. Man, these jerseys were fired. What would you rate that Minnesota jerseys out of 10? As Tatum now on the corner three. Will find Turner in the paint. Turner can't knock it down over Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic with the rebound. Jokic, the big yoke, the Joker will find John Morant. John Morant trying to get to work. Will finds Banchero on the wing. Finds Jokic. Jokic guarded by Mitchell. A big mismatch as that's going to be a charge. Great defensive play by the Louisville guard as it is now Detroit basketball. Tatum open at the wing. Can't get that one to fall. You think he'll knock that down, but he can't this time out. John Morant now trying to find an open lane. Can't. Nikola Jokic now will post up on Scotty Barnes. Double team. Scotty Barnes fadeaway. Gets that one to go. Minnesota take the lead. Trae Young will bring the basketball here for the Pistons. Pistons beat the Clippers last time out. Young with a terrible pass gets intercepted by Banchero. Banchero will try to punish it. Banchero into the paint. Banchero will take a tough shot, knocks it down. That turnover cost them 2 points as the Pistons are down 4 now. As timeout Pistons. Rough offensive possession there for the Pistons as Minnesota get an early start. Zion Williamson checks in for the Pistons as Trae Young now with basketball finds Tatum. Tatum does not take that shot. Tatum drives. Tatum dancing on Jalen Johnson. Tatum fadeaway knocks that one down. Beautiful shot there by Jason Tatum. John Morant now bringing up the basketball. John Morant drives. John Morant takes a pull-up. Can't get that one fall. The running dunk man taking his chances at shooting the basketball. Can't get that one to fall as Nikola Jokic on Donovan Mitchell. A big mismatch here as now Turner on John Morant. John Morant, big mismatch, finds Tatum in the paint. Tatum, tough shot, fouled. And he'll be heading towards the line for 2 to potentially tie this game up. Scotty Barnes with his first personal foul of the game. Tatum with his first free throw attempt, knocks that one down. Tatum with his second free throw, knocks both down, and we're tied here in Detroit. Offensively, this Minnesota team has struggled. So many primary ball handlers as Banchero gets the ball in the paint, knocks that down over to 6'6" Zion Williamson. 6'10" Paolo Banchero. Too easy for him. Trae Young now with the basketball. Trae Young will dance on John Morant. Now pass to Zion. Back to Young. Young gets the pump fake to John Morant, and John Morant will take a blocking foul as Norman Powell checking for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And so will Scotty Barnes. No, Scotty Barnes with 2 power forwards. As I believe Dyson Daniels has checked in for the Pistons. Tatum will take a pull-up 3 from the top of the key. Can't get that one to fall. Jokic rebound. Jokic now to Morant. This Minnesota offense is going to live and die by the John Morant, but we'll get double teamed by Jokic. Jokic trying to find the open man. We'll find Scotty Barnes. We'll find Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson can't get it to fall. Rebound. Jalen again. Jalen can't get it to fall again. 2 shots, 2 misses for Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson now guarding Zion Williamson. Now it's Scotty Barnes. Now Mitchell. Now Daniels. Zion on Barnes. Barnes does well to defend that man as Barnes rebound. As Barnes will bring up the basketball. Barnes will find Morant. Morant will find a top of the key movement. Morant now drives. Morant drives. Morant tough lay. Gets that one to fall. As Minnesota has had the more opportunities. Tatum, tough shot. Tatum can't get that one to fall. Tatum is not playing like his usual self. Scotty Barnes now with the basketball. Now back to Morant. Morant guarded by Dyson Daniels. Back to Norman Powell. Norman Powell will find Nikola Jokic on Turner. Nikola Jokic, a big mismatch. Nikola Jokic, tough shot. Can't get his ball. Offensive rebound. Back to Barnes. Barnes three. Knocks that one down. And Minnesota are on a roll offensively here. Getting all the opportunities they want. Detroit is working for these points right now. And they can't get them to fall. Dyson Daniels on with the basketball. Dyson Daniels on Morant. Big height advantage for Daniels. Will find Turner. Turner two. Tatum. Tatum pull up three on the wing. Knocks that one down. Tatum gets on the board for three. As Morant will find Jalen Johnson. Johnson back to Morant. Morant drives. Morant easy dunk. Slams it down. And you consider Morant should be doing that more instead of taking pull-up mid-ranges. As now, Donovan Mitchell hasn't gotten any shots off tonight. We'll find Daniels. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Daniels will drive. Mitchell, tough shot. Will he knock it down? No, he won't. Smothered as Minnesota will take the first quarter 15-9. Join us back here in the second quarter. Minnesota getting to a comfortable start, getting more shots than the Pistons. Nikola Jokic with a couple offensive rebounds. And the Detroit offense not clicking for them right now. But they'll have to get this rolling. Zion Williamson on Paolo Banchero. Paolo Banchero. Zion blocked. Zion again dunks it down. Gets his own rebound after being blocked by Zubac. Banchero now bringing up the basketball. It's a 4-point game here in Detroit. As Banchero getting to work on Zion. Banchero drives. Banchero, tough shot. Banchero can't get that one to fall. Lively rebound. Trae Young with the basketball now. Trae Young on Norman Powell. Trae Young finds Zion Williamson, who dunks it down for back-to-back points and back-to-back dunks. And it's a 2-point game now. The Minnesota offense has, or the Detroit offense has clicked now. Norman Powell will find Johnson. Johnson, two. Grady Dick. Grady Dick, three. Grady Dick gets that one to fall. Tough contested shot over Dyson Daniels. Daniels bringing up the basketball now over Dick. And then two. Back to Young. Young, two. Dyson Daniels. Daniels cuts. Daniels turns the ball over. Grady Dick gets the steal. Dick finds Banchero. Banchero to Johnson. Johnson gets the dunk. Oh my goodness. I'm getting confused here. Daniels now bringing up the basketball. We'll find Lively guarded by Zubac. Young now drives. Young bodies Banchero. Daniels open for three. Top of the key. Can't get that one to fall. Johnson now finding an open man. Will find himself. Johnson now finds Banchero. Banchero will find nobody. We'll find Jalen Johnson, who gets fouled almost and one. MPJ gets his first foul of the game. Jalen Johnson to the free throw line for two. Johnson for his first free throw attempt first, and will knock down his first. Substitutions happening. Cade Morant sub in for the Timberwolves. Grady Dick and Norman Powell did some contributions here and there. Evan Mobley and Donovan Mitchell sub in. For the Pistons, Johnson for his second free throw. Knocks both down. And it's a big deficit for the Pistons. But Pistons are undefeated for a reason. Let's see if they could come back. Mitchell now with the basketball. Mitchell should probably get the shots off now. As now Mitchell will pull up for three. That's why he should take up the shots. He knocks down a three. Donovan Mitchell, their best man on offense next to Tatum. Morant will bring up the basketball. To Johnson. Johnson to Banchero. Banchero on Zion Williamson. Banchero trying to get to work, dribbling. Banchero, the rookie of the year. Can't get that one to fall. Zion Williamson now with the basketball. Zion to Trae Young. Trae Young finds Zion Williamson. Finds Young to Williamson. Williamson to Mitchell to Daniels to Young. Good ball movement, but no shot being created. Young will have to force one up. Young for three. Gets that one to fall on the buzzer beater, as it's a 3-point game now. As Detroit has got that offense rolling. As Banchero open for three. Can he knock it down? Yes, he can. Banchero for three. Responds right back. Young now. Guarded by Morant. As Mitchell, three. Knocks it down. And there's an injury. Mitchell might be out of the game. This could be a game-ending injury for the Detroit Pistons, and it will be a huge blow for their offense. Mitchell, their best shooting guard, their best player, arguably, will be out for the game. A huge blow for the Pistons, as they'll have to sub back on Dyson Daniels, and Tatum subs back in. As now, Cade Cunningham will get to work on Zion. Cade Cunningham, easy mid-range shot. As the Minnesota offense is cooking. A very efficient shooting. Only missed 8 shots. As Tatum now getting to work on Jalen Johnson. Tatum, who just dancing. Jalen Johnson almost blocked it. Can't get it to go, but Tatum knocks that one down. And a tough blow for Detroit, who won't have it easy now. Minnesota take a timeout, only leading by 3, though. And a tough moment for Detroit as Donovan Mitchell goes down. No serious injury will happen after this. He'll be back next week or something, but John Morant takes a pull-up 3. Can he knock it down? Yes, he can. John Morant feeling it from 3, and he'll knock that one down. Tatum now bringing up the basketball, getting to work on Grady Dick. Grady Dick can't finish apparently at the rim, as he'll find Tatum finds Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller with the steal. We'll find Morant. We'll find Grady Dick in the corner. Grady Dick finds Morant. Morant trying to convert this turnover play. Morant drives. Morant to Jokic. Jokic, tough layup, knocks it down over Derek Lively. Nikola Jokic increases the lead for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Jaden Ivey now subs in for the Pistons. Crowd chanting for their home team. As Mobley gets the play, and Mobley dunks it down. Jaden Ivey with the assist. Minnesota in control here. Peyton Pritchard guarding Morant. Easy dunk and one. Lively gets the foul. Morant hyped for that play. You think he should do that more, and he does it on this possession. Pritchard cannot guard Morant. John Morant, high flyer, and it's a 12-point lead for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Sorry, as the Minnesota Timberwolves made no adjustments after their last win. The Detroit made a slight adjustment. Minnesota, look at that, Dirk. John Morant knocks down his free throw as Peyton Pritchard now with the basketball finds Turner in the paint, guarded by Nikola Jokic. Tough matchup. Turner gets his own rebound, finds Young in the corner for 3. Can't that one to fall. Jokic rebound. Can't get that one to fall. Banchero finds Barnes. Barnes drives. Barnes finds Banchero. Banchero, tough shot, tough lay. Can't get that one to fall. 2 defenders on him. Pritchard now with the basketball. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Tatum now at the top of the key, guarded by Barnes. Tatum will dribble out the shot clock to make sure the Minnesota Timberwolves don't have another shot in them. Tatum being defended hard. Tatum, tough shot. Tatum can't get down to the fall. And it's Minnesota lead at the half. Ciao, Red Panda. There's your first half highlights first half highlights. We still got a lot of games to get through, so yep. Morant 10 points, Tatum 9. Efficient shooting for the Timberwolves as they've dominated both quarters, and just better stats around for the Timberwolves. And we'll see if they can keep that going. As Minnesota lead 35-26, start of the third. Miles Turner will inbound the ball to Jason Tatum. The Pistons got work to do. One man down. That's now Tatum, guarded by Barnes. Mobley now, guarded by Tatum. Tatum finds Mobley and the alley-oop. Mobley dunks it down. A beautiful pass there by Tatum. Not known, doesn't do playmaking often, but he can do it. And now Cade Cunningham bringing up the basketball for the Minnesota faithful. Minnesota to Banchero. Screened by Jokic. Pull-up mid-range off. Turner rebound. Tatum now. Tatum on the wing. Tatum finds Daniels. Daniels to Young. Young will find a screen by Mobley. Young drives. Young finds Mobley again. And they're going to run it through Mobley. Mobley hasn't put a foot wrong. It's a 5-point lead for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota with a rough start here. Cunningham 3. Their best shooter. Can't get it to fall though. Now Trae Young bringing up the basketball. Trae Young will break down Morant. Young drives. Young can't get past him though. Back to Daniels. Daniels will find a drive. Daniels drives. Daniels still driving. Daniels tough shot. Daniels post hook gets it to fall, and the lead is cut down to 3. 3 bad offensive plays for the Minnesota Timberwolves, and the lead is down to 3 to Jokic. Back to Morant. Morant almost found Jokic. Morant, tough shot, gets fouled by Young, as Morant will be sent to the free throw line for 2. Morant for his first. Knocks the first down. Morant for his second free throw. Knocks both down as the lead increases to 5. Tatum now with the basketball. Tatum will find Mobley in the post. Carroll trying to find Morant. Finds Morant. Morant drives. Morant post on Young. Finds a screen by Jokic. Morant all the way around the court. He finds an alley-oop to Banchero. Banchero gets up there. Morant assists. As now Trae Young gets a screen by Mobley. Finds Turner. Finds Tatum. Tatum, tough shot. Tatum can't get down the floor. Jokic rebound. Jokic finds Banchero to Morant. Morant, the offensive weapon for the Timberwolves right now. Jokic in the post. Jokic will take a pass to Cunningham. Cunningham passes it out. Barnes in the corner. Barnes will have to take a tough shot. Yeah, gets blocked, rejected, and shot clock violation. Pistons ball. A good defensive play by the Detroit Pistons. Barnes with an ugly shot there. Now, substitutions happening for both sides. Pritchard in with Daniels. Zion Williamson in. Zion Williamson gets the ball into the post. Zion Williamson trying to get to work. Takes a shot. Won't fall. Banchero rebound. Now Jalen Johnson pull up three. Off the rim and out. 2 quick shots and 2 quick misses. Tatum now with the basketball, guarded by Johnson. A good matchup for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Tatum now trying to get to work. Tatum will take an ISO. Tatum will pass it to Pritchard. Pritchard drives. Pritchard will take a tough shot. Gets it to fall too. Peyton Pritchard cuts the lead down to 5. Morant now, guarded by Banchero, or a screen by Banchero. Banchero open for 3, top of the key. Gets that one to fall. Too easy for him. Pritchard now with the basketball. We'll find Zion Williamson in the post. Zion Williamson bodies Banchero. Tough shot again. He likes those fadeaways, but he can't knock down those fadeaways. Barnes gets the rebound, passes to Morant. Morant trying to keep post of the ball. Morant drives. Morant pull up, knocks it down. The lead increases to 10. Oh, Tatum 3. Can't get that one to fall. I was taking a sip of my Dr. Pepper. Jalen Johnson finds Barnes on the logo. Barnes will get the screen by Nikola Jokic. No, he won't. Barnes drives. Barnes, easy layup, and 1. Trae Young, too little. Scotty Barnes gets the and 1 call. And Scotty Barnes will be to the line for his and 1 potential. Breaks the hell out of that. You just saw it when he released it. My goodness. Trae Young now with the basketball. As Minnesota are in control, Derek Lively gets the alley-oop and converts it to a tough alley-oop play. Trae Young is lucky that one falls, because that would have been an ugly turnover. Norman Powell now with basketball finds Banchero. Banchero has been pretty good this game. Banchero now take a pull-up mid-range probably. No, we'll find Norman Powell in the 3. You don't want to leave that man open for 3. Well, and this time you can, because he misses. As now Zion Williamson trying to drive into the paint. He'll take a shot. Does not get that fall. Banchero rebound with the help of Barnes, tipping it away from Zion. As now Norman Powell with the basketball. Norman Powell's been garbage. No, he hasn't. He's missed 1 shot. He's only taken 1 shot, but he's 0% from the field. Jokic in the post. Gets double teamed. Finds Barnes. Barnes could have found the open man, but he couldn't. As now Barnes trying to get to work. Barnes on Lively. Barnes. This is a tough shot and does not go. 8 seconds left for the Pistons to take up a shot. Zion drives. Zion will get a foul, blocking foul on Banchero, as no shooting foul, just, oh, never mind, guess shooting foul. As Zion Williamson at the line for 2. First knocks down the first. Lead gets cut down to 9. Zion Williamson now for his second to cut the lead down to 8. Does not happen. Zubac's rebound. Jalen Johnson could take up a full court heave, and he does. But is it off? It is off, but we're heading into the 4th. Minnesota lead. As we could see the first loss for the Pistons tonight. As Minnesota has just played effective basketball. And the cost of Detroit not having Mitchell is hurting them, as Tatum cannot carry the offensive load right now. Final quarter of basketball, assist of the game will probably go to John Morant with that alley-oop to Banchero in the 3rd or 2nd, I forgot what it was. As the final quarter will start, 6 minutes left. Can the Minnesota Timberwolves hang on to this game? They had a slight advantage with the injury of Donovan Mitchell. They need to convert with this one. Morant drives. Morant, tough shot. Gets that one to fall over Derek Lively. Morant has been amazing for the Timberwolves right now. As now Lively now with the basketball. Lively trying to get to work on Cunningham. Lively, big mismatch. Lively, easy post move for the 2 points. Ja Morant now. They need him the most right now. Brandon Miller will set the screen. Looks like the screen does not land, but Morant drives. Morant over Lively. What a dunk. Woo. Morant is hot right now. Posterizer. As now Pritchard will bring up the basketball. Pritchard will find Mobley. Finds Lively and Zion in the paint trying to get the pass. He does get the pass. Zion post hook does not fall. Pistons offense at a standstill. Johnson runs right by. Oh! Johnson passes to Cunningham, who tries to dunk it, but he is not Ja Morant. Young in the wing for 3. That falls. Lead gets cut down to 8. And that Cunningham dunk would have been handy right now. To really, Morant into the paint. Morant, tough lay, gets that one to fall wide open. Morant, 20 points, 8 for 20 shooting. He is on fire right now. As now, Young running his way around as alley-oop barely lands on Lively. Zubac guarding Lively as Zubac just gets the rebound. Johnson, Miller trying to find a open teammate, can't find one. He'll pass it to Morant. Morant is the offense right now as they're going to try to run a play for Morant. Morant will get the screen from Johnson. Morant will take a drive. Morant to Johnson. Back to Morant. Morant, tough floater. Gets that one to fall. Morant is cooking here. Making a case for player of the week this time out. As timeout Pistons. It's a 12-point lead. Wow. 12-point lead for the Pistons. I can't do math right now. I'm tired. I got this Dr. Pepper helping me though. Detroit, 3 minutes on the clock, 3:30 on the clock to try to turn this game around as their starters are all in for the team. As Daniels now with the basketball finds Trae Young. Trae Young trying to get past Morant, and Morant playing lockdown D. Trae Young step back mid-range. Gets that one to fall down. Morant not there to cover that. Lead is 10. Morant now with the basketball. He's been on fire for them. Can he continue the hot streak? Morant drives. Morant, a double step back shot. Can't get that one to fall. As Morant will guard Turner. Will find Tatum. Guarded by Barnes. Tatum drives. Tatum step back mid-range. Can he get that one to fall? Yes, he can. Lead down to 8. Pistons offense trying to click now. As now, Morant. Oh, intercepted by Turner. Turnover, Morant. Young now trying to find a good pass or shot. Morant or Young double step back, passes out to Daniels. Daniels will get the screen by Turner. Cunningham lets it happen. Turner missed. Daniels misses. Jokic now with the basketball. To Cunningham. Cunningham gets the screen by Jokic. Jokic in the paint. Jokic, easy big mismatch. Jokic does not miss those often. As the lead increases back to 10 as 2 minutes left on this clock. The commentary is rusty right now. I can sense it. Tatum step back mid-range, deep mid-range. Can't get that one to fall. Cunningham will drive it all the way up the court back to Morant. Morant will try to find a shot. Finds Jokic in the paint. Jokic post hook gets that one to fall. Heavily contested. And Jokic showing why he's the MVP. The crowd is leaving. The crowd is fired by the possession. Tatum now with the basketball. Tatum will take a pass to Turner. Turner guarding guarded by Jokic and can't get a shot off. Pass to Young. Young 2. Will try to find a shot. Finds it and takes a 3. Knocks it down. Cuts the lead down to 9. 1 minute left on the clock for the Timberwolves. Screened by Jokic. Morant drives. Morant passes it out. Why did he pass it out? But Jokic, mismatch. Jokic gets the bucket. The big man. The big Jokic. The big Jokic converts over Trae Young. An easy bucket for him. As now Tatum will have to find something. Will find a drive, a step back 2, deep 2. Gets that one to miss. Jokic rebound. As you think this game is over if the Minnesota Timberwolves convert or just to waste the shot clock. Jokic now to Cunningham. Cunningham to Banchero. Banchero back to Cunningham. Back to Morant. Morant to a post to Jokic. Jokic now will have to take up a shot. Jokic, tough shot. Jokic does not get that one to fall. Rebound Jokic. Jokic offensive can't get the other offensive rebound to fall. As the shot clock is down to 1. Tatum will pass to Turner and Turner dunks it down. 9-point game, but the Timberwolves could waste the shot clock and the Timberwolves do just enough to hang on. 5 seconds left. Don't know what Barnes is doing. Barnes runs out the shot clock. Timberwolves knock down the Pistons. Minnesota 60, Detroit 51, as Detroit will take their first L of the season. They'll be bumped down to 2-1. Ja Morant, my player of the game personally. And he is player of the game, Ja Morant. A pure highlight reel for the man. Trae with 11, not enough shots. Tatum with abysmal shooting, 11 points though. Mobley 8, Mitchell 6, early leave though. Zion 5, awful shooting for him as well. Lively 4, Turner 2, and all the other 2s. Timberwolves, Ja Morant 22, Banchero 12, Jokic 8, Barnes 7, Cunningham 4, Johnson 4, Grady Dick 3. Next matchup. Knicks at Hornets, I believe. Yep, Knicks at Hornets. There's your matchups for tonight. Oh. What they got? They got the... These are nasty jerseys. They got an orange one? That's not a nice orange one. Fuck it, we're just gonna leave it. Alright, let's run it.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting New York Knickerbockers. At center,
Give me the... Oh, my fault.
Lopez.
They said the Knickerbockers.
At shooting guard, Tyrese Halliburton. At power forward, Jaylen Brown. At the other forward position, Kawhi Leonard. At the other guard position, Stephen Curry. The head coach of the visiting team, Tom Thibodeau. It's time to introduce The starting five.
Hold on, I'm doing something. Just DMing people. You enjoy this intro. Enjoy that beat.
At the power forward position, at 7'3" number 35, Bol Bol. At the point, 6 feet 10 inches, number 11, Ben Simmons. The other guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 4, Russell Westbrook. At the other forward position, 6
Shout out
feet
Josh
4
Hart,
inches,
Knicks legend, I think.
number 3,
Actually, Lakers legend Josh Hart.
At center, standing 7 foot
Tall ass French guy,
number 1,
Victor Wembanyama. All right, let's get this started. New York Knicks coming off the win against someone. I forgot who. I should bring up my notes. What are my notes? Where are my notes? They beat. Who did they beat last time out? They beat the Timberwolves. Timberwolves just won against Pistons, who beat the Knicks on their first week. So look at that. The consistency follows. Charlotte have lost the last 2 games. They're one of the teams who have not won so far. New York coming hot after a convincing win against Minnesota last time out. Kevin Durant, what? Brook Lopez versus Victor Wembanyama, and Wembanyama wins the tip-off for the 3rd time this season. Ben Simmons, oh yeah, camera angle. Ooh. Ben Simmons has hit 2 full-court shots out of 2 attempts. Can he do it again this time out? It's a miracle when he does it. Wembanyama already open 3, knocks it down. Wembanyama starts up hot. Quick start for the Hornets as Kawhi Leonard drives on Josh Hart. Kawhi, he's back from basketball. Kawhi, nowhere to go. Brook Lopez blocked. Brook Lopez again on Josh Hart. Brook Lopez knocks that one down. 2 attempts, 1 made for the big man. Ben Simmons bringing out the basketball, working on Steph Curry. A big size advantage for Ben Simmons, but Ben Simmons cannot shoot. That's the big difference here. Ben Simmons won't shoot either. Josh Hart in the paint. Josh Hart dunks it down over Tyrese Halliburton. A beautiful start for Charlotte Hornets basketball right now. Steph Curry finds Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi on Josh Hart. Kawhi fadeaway 3 almost. Does not land. Wembanyama rebound. Wembanyama 2. Ben Simmons open 3. Doesn't take it. Ben Simmons to Wembanyama. Wembanyama another 3. Is he feeling it? He's not feeling it. That one's off. Kawhi Leonard rebound. Kawhi 2. Halliburton on Wembanyama 2. Leonard 2. Lopez 2. Halliburton 2. Brown. Good ball movement here. Brown 3. Knocks that one down. We're tied here. 5-5. Good ball movement there by the Knicks. Gets the Hornets defense all confused. Russell Westbrook open for 3. Pull up. Can't get that one to fall. Rims out. Jaylen Brown rebound. Jaylen Brown against a very tall Hornets roster. Oh my goodness. Curry way out. Pull up over Ben Simmons. Knocks that one down. That is Steph Curry indeed. Steph Curry, Ben Simmons 2. Josh Hart. Double screen by 2 tall ass dudes. Josh Hart 2. Wembanyama gets locked up by Kawhi Leonard. The Claw doing his defensive work on the defensive end. Tyrese finds Leonard 2. Curry guarded by Hart 2. Brook Lopez finds Jaylen Brown on Ben Simmons. Brown finds Curry open for 3. Doesn't take it. Brown guarded by Hart. Curry 3. Doesn't fall. Heavily contested. Play didn't build up there. Wembanyama drives. Wembanyama pull up mid-range. He don't miss those. He's 7'5" or 4. He's around there. He's 7'4". He's too tall for him. Halliburton bringing up the basketball now for the Knicks. That's Steph Curry open for 3. He will take that 3. Can he knock it down? He can't. Josh Hart rebound. Russell Westbrook bringing up the basketball. He's dribbling it around the court. He'll find Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons will find Russell Westbrook on the corner wing. Westbrook, step back three, doesn't take it. Westbrook will take a pull-up mid-range instead. Pump fakes, post fade. He doesn't get that one to fall. Brook Lopez rebound. Curry bringing up the basketball now. Curry finds Halliburton. Halliburton on Westbrook. Screen for Halliburton. Kawhi open for three. Tyrese pull up instead. Does not go. That hideous jumper. I don't like this jumper. It's ugly. Wembanyama three. Feeling it. He's feeling it. 2 for 3 now from 3. Leonard now. Bringing up the basketball. Leonard will find a screen by Tyrese. Kawhi drives. Kawhi blocked by the long arms of Wembanyama. Ben Simmons to Josh Hart. Josh Hart in the corner for 3. Won't take it. Could pass it to Wembanyama. Will find Ben Simmons instead. Ben Simmons will drive on Brook Lopez. Ben Simmons passes it out to Bol screen by Wembanyama. Picked off by Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown intercepts the pass. Now Curry will bring up the basketball. Guarded by Josh Hart to Leonard. Leonard screened for by Brook Lopez. Leonard drives. Leonard will pump fake twice. Can't get a shot over Ben. Big Ben. Curry now with the basketball. Curry pull up 3. Can't get that one to fall wide open, but does not land. Wembanyama to Hart. Guarded by Kawhi Leonard. Ben Simmons to Wembanyama. Wembanyama to Westbrook. Westbrook dribbling around. Westbrook pull up mid-range. Does not fall. Wembanyama has 8 of the 10 points for the Hornets. Leonard to Brown. Brown dunks it down. We're tied here once again. Good ball movement by the Knicks as substitutions trying to happen, but we're almost at the end of the first quarter here with the same players who started this game. Curry guarding Ben Simmons. Josh Hart now. Hart gets a double screen. Hart trying to get moving, but nothing happening. Westbrook now on the corner. Westbrook drives. Westbrook fouled, and it was sent to the free throw line for 2. Halliburton with that personal foul and first of the game. Substitution's going to happen for both rosters. There's 3 waiting. Westbrook for his first free throw attempt gets the first to fall. RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, Sabonis, and Harden checking for the Knicks. Quentin Grimes, Dylan Brooks, PJ Washington check in for the Hornets as Westbrook hits both of his free throws. Halliburton to Harden. Harden gets a screen by Sabonis. No, he doesn't. He denies the screen. Harden drives. Harden finds Barrett. Barrett mid-range gets that one to fall over Wembanyama. Takeover, the breaks over. God, MC, me, Beethoven. As Wembanyama screen or posting up on Sabonis. Sabonis, nothing to do about that. As Halliburton to take a full court heave. He will. Halliburton doesn't fall. As Hornets lead 14-12. Wembanyama is the Hornets offense right now. Nothing the Knicks could do to hold them down. Next, we'll start off the second quarter with the basketball. Harden bringing it up. Tyus Jones checks in for Russell Westbrook. And now Tyrese Halliburton will get the screen by Harden. Harden dancing step back. Harden drives. Harden tough lay. It was open. It does not get it to fall though. Wembanyama too gets a screen by Wembanyama as Quentin Grimes open for 3. Does not fall. Knicks lucky that wasn't good. As Julius Randle will take the ball all the way up as he gets blocked. Terrible shot selection. That is Julius Randle for you. Wembanyama is another block. Wembanyama now guarded by Sabonis, and Sabonis does just enough to rifle him. Halliburton now with the basketball finds Harden. Harden to Sabonis. Back to Harden. Harden open for three, doesn't take it, finds Randall instead. Randall will find Tyrese. He does. Tyrese, easy floater, and will knock that one down. We're tied here once again. Harden will play good defense on Tyus Jones. Julius Randle rebound. Halliburton with the ball. Halliburton will pass to Sabonis. Sabonis will pass to Julius Randle. Big mismatch. Julius Randle will find Harden. Harden open for three. Knocks it down as the Knicks take the lead here. 17-14. Tyus Jones now with the basketball. Tyus Jones getting to work on Harden. Harden, a decent defender at best. On his best day, Dylan Brooks now on RJ Barrett. Dylan Brooks drive. Dylan Brooks absolutely nowhere. Over two defenders. He will take over two defenders. Does not fall. Julius Randle rebound as the Hornets are scoreless in the last 2 minutes right now. Julius to Harden. Harden screen. Harden drives. Harden to Randle. Randle open three. Can he knock it down? No, he can't. Should have knocked it down, but couldn't, as I believe PJ Washington got that rebound. To Brooks. Dylan Brooks. Dylan the villain. Dylan the villain, bro. To Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes will get a screen by PJ Washington. Quentin Grimes pull up mid-range. Gets that one to fall. 1 point lead for the Knicks. Ends that scoring drought as timeout Knicks. They're happy with Dylan the villain, bro. That's his name. That's the nickname he gave himself. Starters back in for both teams, looks like. Jaylen Brown has checked in for the Knicks. So has Kawhi Leonard, so has Steph Curry. Bol back in for the Hornets, so is Ben Simmons and Russell Westbrook. Jaylen Brown dribbling the basketball to Sabonis. Sabonis will find Steph Curry. Steph Curry, step back mid-range, deep mid-range, knocks it down. Wide open. Can't leave that man open unless he misses. Then you can leave him open, I guess. But he doesn't miss often. Steph Curry now guarding Westbrook. Westbrook passes to Dylan. Dylan Brooks now will find Ben Simmons in the corner, who doesn't take it, will drive instead and does not fall. Lock the hell up. Ben Simmons could have just taken a wide open three. Kawhi will take a wide open three. That one looks good and is good. Kawhi Leonard, he's back to playing basketball. Ben Simmons now bringing up the ball. We'll find Russell Westbrook for three. Westbrook knocks it down, rattles in. Westbrook, a good player. People love to hate on him, but he's a good player. He's good for the Nuggets right now. Steph Curry now being guarded by him. Curry trying to find an open man, finds Tyrese. Tyrese will find Julius Randle. Julius Randle three, not Julius Randle, that's Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown three is off. Julius Randle, bro, he was a Knick a while ago. Wembanyama open mid-range, gets that one to fall. 1 point game here in Charlotte. And they just can't contain Wembanyama. Sabonis now with the basketball. Finds Halliburton. Halliburton three. Does not fall. Halliburton, ugly-ass jump shot for a reason. Could have fixed it, but no. Curry now guarding Westbrook. Tough offensive stretch for the Knicks as Wembanyama, another mid-range shot, does not fall. Curry rebound over Bol. Bol couldn't get the offensive board. Curry now will get to screen by Sabonis. Curry will dance. Sabonis dunks it down. Beautiful pass by Curry. Beautiful dunk by Sabonis. Sabonis proving why he should be in the starting five as timeout Hornets. It's a 3 point lead for the Knicks. Charlotte always seems to find a way to be in these games, but once that fourth quarter rolls around, they cannot invert. Sabonis never going to be in the starting five. Liability on D, says the next head coach GM thing. I don't know what we are anymore. Curry guarding Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons could be good at basketball. He could actually try a basketball. Wembanyama 3 does not go. Ball rebound. Brook Lopez lets that one go as the next lead goes down back to 1. 40 seconds left on this quarter as Curry will get the feed off Haliburton. Curry pull up 3, deep 3. Rims out, rolls around, touches every part of the rim but the net as Josh Hart will bring up the basketball, passes to Simmons. Simmons will find Westbrook. Westbrook will find a double screen. Westbrook will find an interception. Tyrese steal. Tyrese will drive it to an easy basket. Nobody there for him as Tyrese gets on the board. He has 4 points this game. Curry guarding Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons will have to put up a shot. No, he passes to Wembanyama. Wembanyama post hook does not go. And Knicks lead 26-23 at the half.
23, the Knicks. 26.
What the hell? What was that? Oh shit. Get out of here, Tom Thibodeau. Go talk to your players. There's some of the first half highlights. Wembanyama just being all over the court, mostly. 44% from the field for the Knicks, 41 for the Hornets, 12 points for Wembanyama, 5 for Jaylen Brown. 3 blocks for Wembanyama as well. Because I know that Wembanyama is the only one on that roster with 3 blocks. Start of the third. Low scoring game so far, but Knicks out in front. As the Knicks will get us started here in the third. Haliburton finds Kawhi Leonard. Leonard will try to find Curry, does not find Curry. Leonard will drive. Leonard, tough shot, gets blocked, but fouled by Josh Hart. Will send Leonard to the free throw line for 2. Leonard for his first free throw, knocks the first down. Apparently he has a 100% free throw rate, so he don't miss. Leonard for his second, knocks both down. No question about it if it's 100%. Ben Simmons now bringing out the basketball. Ben Simmons will find Wembanyama for 3. Wembanyama will take the 3. Rattles out. Bol rebound. Bol tries to get the offensive glass. He does get that offensive glass. Gets the putback, and the lead remains at 3. Both teams shooting almost the same amount. Tyrese now gets the screen by Brook Lopez. Tyrese drives. Tyrese, tough lay. Gets that one to fall. Heavily contested, but no matter to him. Westbrook now. Westbrook will find one. That one falls this time out, and it's a 2-point lead. Wembanyama is hooking here. 15 points for Wembanyama. Curry now gets the screen by Brook Lopez. Curry way outside, knocks that one down, responds right back with a 3 of his own. Steph Curry. Steph Curry, Westbrook now with the basketball. We'll find Wembanyama. Another 3. Wembanyama can't get that one to fall, unfortunately. Spectacular, really. When do you see a 7'4" big man shoot like that? Curry, all thought about it, does not take it. Brook Lopez now will find Haliburton. Haliburton gets a screen by Lopez. Haliburton will have to take up a shot. Halliburton loses defender. Open lay. Tyrese Halliburton punches Ben Simmons on the way past. Just because, fuck him apparently. Ben Simmons not bringing up the basketball. Guarded by Curry. Wembanyama guarding Lopez. Westbrook now. Westbrook trying to find an open shot. Does find an open shot. Does not take it. Finds Josh Hart all the way deep three. Josh Hart. Does not fall for him. Halliburton rebound. Halliburton trying to find. Oh my goodness. Curry three. Knocks that one down. Cheers, VTech. I don't know how the stream is. Knicks on an 8-0 run. Westbrook. Westbrook dancing. Westbrook. Josh Hart now. Josh Hart to Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons trying to post up. Westbrook three. He's feeling it. He got it. Kawhi Leonard now. Bringing up the basketball. Curry three gets blocked by Wembanyama. The long arm of Wembanyama. Ben Simmons now. That's tough, dude. Jesus Christ, Wembanyama, dude. Completely broken. Bol open shot. Bol will knock that one down. Curry will now the basketball. After that last possession was blocked by Wembanyama. Brook Lopez gets that one to fall over Wembanyama. The Knicks now in a lot more comfort than they were at the start. Westbrook thinking about that three. Tyrese leaving him for three. Russell won't bite. Russell drives. Russell. Tough shot coming up and gets blocked by Brook Lopez. Leonard gets the rebound. Leonard to Curry. Curry open three. Rims out and it's no good. Wembanyama now finds Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons has done nothing this game basically. But Wembanyama thought about the three. Does not take it. Finds Simmons again. Simmons finds a screen by Wembanyama. Ben Simmons will have to drive. Will find Wembanyama. Wembanyama three does not rattle it in. Curry does just enough to get that to not fall. Jaylen Brown trying to dance with Bol, but big defensive mismatch. Kawhi Leonard guarded by Leonard. Kawhi almost drops the ball, and it's going to be a jump ball. Wembanyama, TPOY candidate. As it's Kawhi Leonard versus Wembanyama jump ball, and you think Wembanyama wins this, and he does win that. Bol gets that. As now Wembanyama, just complete unfair cheat code in this game. Wembanyama now guarded by Leonard. Wembanyama knocks it down over Kawhi Leonard. Nothing Kawhi Leonard could do there. As 17 points for Wembanyama on pretty effective shooting, considering what he's been shooting. As Curry drives, Curry, tough lay, and scoops it in. Stephen Curry. He's got good inside finishing if he doesn't want to shoot the three. Curry guarding Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons too weak to drive into the basket. Ben Simmons passes it off to Russell Westbrook. Westbrook dancing to the paint. Westbrook will have to be forced to pass it out. Bol three. That one rattles out. Brook Lopez gets the rebound over Wembanyama. Wembanyama on Halliburton. Wembanyama gets broken down. Kawhi Leonard, tough shot. Kawhi Leonard does not get that one to fall, as he could have passed it out. Josh Hart to Bol to Simmons to himself. Simmons will try to drive, but nowhere to go. Wembanyama finds an easy dunk over Leonard, as Wembanyama up to 19 points, as Curry will have to take a full court shot. Curry, can he knock it down? No, he can't, as the Knicks lead by 5.
The Knicks, 42.
Welcome to the final quarter. Since the game goes to Julius Randle, apparently. Amazing pass. Basketball. Final quarter starts. 5 points down are the Hornets from their first win. Next up 5, Wembanyama. Oh my goodness. Wembanyama on fire this game. What can you do to stop them? Not much. He could basically do it all at this point. James Harden now will take a 3. James Harden does not get that one to fall. And they need these points, the Knicks, because Wembanyama, they cannot guard him. Dylan Brooks pull up mid-range. That one falls for his first points of the game. And it's a 1-point game. Charlotte starts 4-0 at the start of this quarter. RJ Barrett, the Knicks need a response back. Harden does not take that 3 after the last miss. James Harden pull up mid-range. That one doesn't fall. Sabonis can't get that offensive rebound. Wembanyama's there. Wembanyama finds Quentin Grimes 3. Does not fall, luckily for the Knicks. That jumper looked pure. As Kawhi drives, Kawhi, tough shot, Kawhi. Does not fall, Wembanyama rebound. Wembanyama is all over the court right now, carrying this Charlotte offense. Brooks open 3. Brooks gets that one to fall. And the Hornets take the lead here at home. 3 or 4 rough misses for the Knicks, and they are down. Timeout, Knicks. Wembanyama doing the most he can to bring a first win to Charlotte. 4 minutes 40 left on the clock. Plenty of time for either team to take a swing on this game. But Charlotte takes the lead. Substitutions happening for both teams. Sabonis gets the inbound pass. Sabonis will find Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard posting on Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks does just enough on Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, tough layup. Tyus Jones now being guarded by James Harden. James Harden. Quentin Grimes left in the corner for 3. He will take that 3, and he will knock it down. He won't miss twice. Quentin Grimes, beautiful jumper. As the lead increases to Wembanyama. Wembanyama doing it all. Down. Charlotte in control. Harden now bringing up the basketball. Wembanyama is hot on defense and offense. Harden drives. Harden nowhere he could go. Finds RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett pump fakes. RJ Barrett finds Brown. Brown 3. Can he knock it down? Yes, he can. Ends that Charlotte run. It's a 4-point game. Knicks need these points now. Substitutions trying to happen for the Knicks. They want their start enough of Sabonis. Quentin Grimes drives. Wembanyama, what can you do? Knicks trying to get their starters back into this game. Harden with the basketball. Harden will get the screen by Sabonis. Harden drives. Harden guarded by Wembanyama. Gets the offense, the pass, and sinks it in. That could have been scary to go through if he took it. Wembanyama was there. Hornets take the timeout, thankfully, as the Knicks starters will get back into this game. 4-point lead. Wembanyama tired as hell, I'm assuming. But starters back in for both teams. It's crunch time for both rosters. Ben Simmons now will see the inbound pass. This could be game of the week, apparently. Wembanyama gets the basket wide open. Wembanyama, 26 points, 7 in the quarter. We're watching basketball. This guy, insane. Curry passes to Halliburton. Screen, Halliburton drives. Halliburton finds Lopez. Lopez 3. Can he knock it down? He needs to knock it down. Still, the Knicks are not giving it. As Wembanyama pull up mid-range. Does not go. Wembanyama's down. Wembanyama's down. This could be the Charlotte's 9-11. Curry step back 3. Curry knocks it down. And Wembanyama's out of this game. with one, with 2 minutes left on the clock. Nightmare for Charlotte.
Into the lineup for your Hornets, number 9.
My bad. Yo, I have my laptop open. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me fix this. Let me just disconnect this real quick. Okay. It died? I mean, I see it. Okay, let me restart the stream. Dude, that was basketball. Holy